Lizard.
Grey Wolf underscore G4L is here first.
Lizard.
The Leon created just claimed second.
Well, hello. How are you? I know, we got people in chat. They're ready to rock and roll. We got the Leon Creative. We got Fox Behind the Tree. We got the Grey Wolf. We got Kristen. I think that's everybody. Well, hello. How are you? Hmm? What's up? Who's my sweetie? Are you my sweetie? Hmm? You my pretty girl? Hmm? You my good kitty? You my good kitty, 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 kitty. You my good kitty? Yes. Who's a pretty girl? Hmm? You pretty kitty? Are you pretty kitty? What's up? Well, where are you gonna go? You can hang out. I'll let you hang out. Yes. Who's my pretty girl? Come there, Nico. How are you? Or Neko? Hmm? Hi, sweetie. How are you? No, she's like, oh, you, you guys saw her hanging out on her bed, and she's just chilling. And now she's like, excuse me, human. I will be just to the left of what you want to paint, as you try to determine what colors you want to go with. Pink? I need a different bird. I think I want a brown bird. The mandrake. Ooh. So what you up to, sweetie? Yeah, I think I'm gonna want that over dark flush. Because I need a greeny brown. I mean, that's the way you got. Wait, we actually are supposed to plan out what we're painting sometimes. It's a work lurk and smithereen. Oh yeah, news to me. Maybe Lone Star leather instead of Brinewood. I think I want Wild Folk Gray. Silver Triad. That's my base color. Highlight color. Shadow color. I need some red. Uh, Sometimes it's we forget the plan as we go. Unfortunately. But I mean, so she's kind of in the way right now, or I can't, or I would do it. Is that sometimes what I would do, familiar? If I, okay, thank you. Thank you. Are we in your way? Are we in your way? Oh, What I tend to go with familiar is sometimes I'll go with triadic color schemes just because it was easy. So I'd put the miniature down and I would pick my green colors and my violet reds and my oranges and try to plan out what I was doing that way just to see what I would come up with. Like if I wanted the primary color to be red, drop that red there and try to figure out what I wanted to go with after that. But, you know, sometimes it's complicated. Yeah. So I said that to somebody one day, and I was like, does anybody else do that? Cool, just me? And I think it was someone in another Discord said, yeah, I do that. And then I put paint down and decide, we'll just do whatever we want. It's like, okay, yeah, that's true too. That is true too. But it's usually the starting point that I come up with sometimes, just to see what I want. Or pick a main color. I think even in like a monochromatic paint scheme, you'd still use like some amount of complementaries to offset everything. I think it was Eric Swinson was talking about it in his book in some spots is that, or no, it was Anne from Painting Big that was talking about it, is that she would often do just, you know, if you wanted to pick a good shadow color, pick your complementary color to be your shadow. Or your highlight to be your shadow kind of deal. I said it right. Pick a complementary color to be a shadow. Ah. Hi! These are not kitty toys. I know I don't have a bunch of smelly stuff on my desk right now, but not much, Auntie. How are you? How you doing? Nerd. Yeah. About to be raining for you. Better be. The rain knows what's good. It's going to rain. You okay there? Okay. Well, she said no. Market workshop in April. Marco who? genuinely above. Yeah. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Sit down. The non-rocky bits are skin. Wow. You're okay, sweet. So this brush around the gray skin. Hotel cost would be expensive for something like that. I mean, that's the primary cost at ReaperCon is going to the hotel. Well, I mean, Houston and all of the places, they're an hour away from each other. I'm going to lower my knees and sit for a bit. She seems to have I found a funky lo-fi playlist and I am kind of digging it. Alright, alright, okay, if you like. Good evening, Albert. How are you? The IT crowd is great. Oh, goody. The bomb defusal bomb uses Vista. We're all gonna die. Oh, look. They kicked the ball. Oh, look. They kicked the ball to the other end of the field. Yay! I haven't watched that show in forever. But then again, I burned my Netflix to the ground, so I would have to find it. Yeah. Also, Lion, you don't want to see my planning for ReaperCon folder. You may hate everything I'm doing then. I have a bunch of reference photos in there for my color palettes that I'm pondering. Oh, it's on Prime Video? Fracking great, man. That's what I got to say to that. That's fracking great because guess what? I have been looking for like a 30-minute show to watch with dinner, and that is effing amazing that it's on Prime Video because I can watch that. I can have dinner and I can watch that. Like, there's a lot in that folder because I've, Monday and Tuesday, I've kind of been not having a lot of work to do. So I've just been like researching different things to, ReaperCon for my palette. Wife. Oh, it's on Prime Video. Yeah. Um, that is like for me, 30-minute shows when you want to be creative are like the best shows ever because you get to watch just a little bit with TV. Like you watch just a little bit with dinner, you get enough of it, move on to the next, and you're done with your day. Right? Like it's one of my favorite things. Like I really enjoy watching anime. So watching Jujutsu Kaisen or watching One Piece with dinner was like a really great thing because it's like, oh, you get to watch the show and you're done. Yay! And it's not like an hour-long show where you're like, son of a biscuit. Because I saw that Alex Cross came back on Amazon Prime, or their next season's up there. And I really like the actor, Alan Hodges. The problem is that it's an hour-long show, and I'm like, if I want to start streaming at 6 o'clock, I have to be watching it by 4 o'clock. But I want to go do a walk. I want to take care of myself. I want to prioritize my... Hi. Can I help you? Can I help you? Like, am I in your way? Am I in your way, little missy? Is there something I can do for you right now? No? Is there a thing that you're interested in? Hey, 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 tail swipe. I'm going to call tail swipe on that. Can we stop? So when I get to watch like a 30-minute show, it's really convenient with dinner, at least. Or if you watch like a long format YouTube video that you can come back and forth from, and it doesn't really impact your day, it's great too. Oh, excuse me. Um, I was watching Day Nine's Blueprints run because obviously I like the game, but the other side of the coin is that you can watch like 30 minutes of it and you're good to go. Or you can watch 40 minutes of it and you're good to go. Hi, can I help you? Can I literally help you right now? Thank you. Thank thank you. You're being extra cute tonight. I am literally at a loss for words of how cute you're being today. Love you so much. I just want to say how proud I am that we did not super glue any of your fur or paws. Yep, that's that's why I enjoy it so much. So I was doing a bunch of gap filling today for ReaperCon pieces and like trying to assemble all the stuff and get as much as I could done. Um, and I ended up at one point I needed to take a break, so I played some Hollow Knight and finally beat the Grim King, which I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I went and fought against the Radiance a couple of times. I'm like, this is gonna be one of those fights. I just need to walk away for a little bit. But essentially I'm like right there at the beginning of the fight, and all you gotta do is beat the Hollow Knight and on to the Radiance you go. It's not gonna work. The white's not going to work at all. Booty will be happy. Booty is never happy. Hi. Hey. Hey. Thank you. I'm thinking I need to do that as black. Do the black brown. One second. Um, for me. Just right. Howdy! How are you, our dwarven mighty lord? How goes? We were just discussing the Lion's considering doing a dwarf for his ReaperCon entry. I spelled demon. Which dwarf race is it? I mean, is it one of the dark art? More dwarves? Earthen? Oh. Okay. Yeah. I was never really happy with the unlocking races in WoW. Like, I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, because I was looking at the um, um, what is it, the High Bluff Taurens or whatever their names were? Yeah, Highborn. All right, I'm kind of digging my Skag. I'm kind of digging my Skag. Yeah, like I. That's the part about WoW that they they found a new way to make it a job for you. Is here, you want to unlock this race? Here's a 24-hour quest. Enjoy. It's like, but what? Why do I have to fish for a quest? Yeah. But you like dwarves, so yeah. That's the other, like, I saw a lot of that when I was racing through the favorite expansion I was playing. Battle for Azeroth, I think it was last time I played. Um, Ran across all that stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't care. It's too much work. Yeah, that's the other. And then, like, the Fox race wasn't even playable when it first released. It took them like another expansion. I bought, yeah. Well, yeah, you got to fight the spiders. The spiders are going. I mean, what if they made a story for the Danish? Is the Danish safe? Real questions. Um, During vanilla, there was a YouTube creator that was making a joke series about the Holy Danish. And wanting to keep it safe. I mean, I can see dwarves enjoying Danish. Danishes are quite, in fact, tasty. I need to break. All right, I think that's all of it. For cannon fodder weapons. Enemy, yes. We'll do this. We'll do a ready to play with you. Who's should go much quicker. Skin to hit. Boom. It's being extra careful to do it the other way. You can do it the other way if you're extra careful, Sid. Bum, bum. You missed the notification. Good thing I go live for 3 hours now. Good evening, Froggenstein. How are you, best friend? I do the same thing from time to time. Ring doorbell. Oh, forgot to push that button. Derp derp. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. A ring doorbell frog is seen standing. So, they are puppies after all. I've got that puppy fur on them still. Do I need to do that one? Better if I did that. I think the variation, but Thank you for the stretch, Jay. What was for dinner, antifreeze? Oh. So we eat pork chops and roasted broccoli. Delicious sounding. I had myself a double bacon cheeseburger. Tomorrow's dinner will be leftovers pulled pork with tater tots. BLT pasta salad. With a pat of butter. Ooh, look at you, so fancy with your pat of butter. Was it compound butter or just a pat of butter?
Oh, thank you, Spelling Mistake, coming in with the awesome people.
Spilling! Shaw! How are you? How was your time with Baldur's Gate? Are you having a great and an amazing day? Shaw! The alert did not go off in my ear at all. I am glad to report that I did beat the Nightmare King Grim, and we're on to the Radiance now. I played with it for a little bit this afternoon. You ended up in the Darklands and met a rotten fella, eh? Also, are you going to pick up Eugenics and play it? Yeah. That fight, the hardest part was standing still. Do you want to play Eugenics because you get to have cats meowing constantly? Excellent. I do enjoy me a rogue, but Eugenics is not one that I will enjoy. From what I've seen from day 9 playing, it's not an enjoyable experience for me. But I do enjoy a good rogue. Cat war crimes. I mean, that is exactly what it is. War crime. Cat war crimes. Though it was funny to watch Day 9's beginning intro, and he was like, you need to go check out the Berlin scale, and goes and tells people to go check the Wikipedia article, and he's like, someone goes, there's no wiki articles. Well, shoot. My entire die rate is completely toasted now. But yes, Cat War Crimes. If you need to raid and run, I completely understand. Thank you so much for the raid, Spelling Mistake. It is awesome as always, and you're a warm and loving light to have around at all times. Be safe, Spieling. Don't do anything. Don't do any trouble things. No cat war crimes. Hey, Mama Ion, how are you? I I can't lie either. There's two of you. One tells truth and one tells lies. How you doing, Mama Lion? Are you having a great and wonderful day? Starving? What are you starving for? Do I need to jump the sous chef and let him know that he's failing at his job and the jambalaya is not appropriately ready? What's for dinner, Mama? What's for dinner? To be fair, all meetings can be an email. I mean, me and Lion were talking about ReaperCon entries, so I have no idea what's for dinner either. Well, I know what I had. I had a double bacon cheeseburger with green beans. Smash style, of course. Um, Curious if there's a way I can speed this up. What? Not it, not it, not it, not it, not it. You are over. You're not over. Where are you at? Rim black. Curious if I can speed up some things really quick. All right. Join and run. Jay, you have a great night. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your join and run. Be safe. Tacos are always a solid option. I get to have tacos next week. Gonna make me some tacos and beans because I get my Instapot Friday. Huzzah! And I'm gonna make me some beans to go with my tacos. Really? You had a poorly wired outlet that fried your Instapot? That is annoying. Yeah, but I mean, still, right? Like, we expect it to last longer than it should. And if you have a poorly wired outlet, is it going to take other things with it? I hope not. But for me, it was just something that I was like, oh, I want to meal prep a little differently. I want to get things squared away a little bit different. Ah, that's kind of annoying. Like, not in a ha ha, oh, that outlet. It's like, why is this a thing? Like, that would scare me more because it might take the fridge or the stove. Right? That's what concerns me. Yeah. It's just, it's one of those that it's like, why? You got the good old landlord special, but at the same time, it's like, it's causing more damage than it's worth. And that's frustrating to me. Like, I know that things can go bad, but it's just, yeah. What? The dryer? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me stop and read this again. That place was a death trap all around. I, the lighting creative, changed the dryer outlet myself because it caught fire. Um, I know we joke about the landlord special, but I would like to ask the question, but why? Like, I've just never like I grew up in a time. I guess I get like extremely lucky because I've never had to deal with outlets that just randomly decided don't want to catch fire. That is not what I want. Oh, okay. Well then, I am glad you guys are safe and no longer there. I mean, I feel like that's everybody's first apartment. Like the first time that they get out, you realize we did like stuff like the hindsight is always 2020 with that sometimes, and you're like, man, we made a lot of bad decisions. Like, yeah, but we didn't really also have much other choices sometimes. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Mama Ion says hello. Well, it just depends where it's located, right? Like you change something for something. And sometimes you're like, I really had the convenience of this thing. Therefore I like the thing. But the problem is that you realize the death trap that you were in, right? Like when people talk about like the 90s and all of the old stuff that we used to do, it was yeah. Yeah. I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about when he was growing up in New York. Um, that's cheap AF, bro. Cheap AF, even by today's standards. Like a 2 bedroom in downtown anywhere for 650. Good luck. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I paid 500 ish for my first 1 bedroom apartment. Yeah, I mean that's like everybody talk. They're like, oh, boomers today don't understand it, but it's like you gotta get lucky to live like that sometimes. Yeah, like that is like a god. Like that's the break of the luck that everybody talks about. It's like, yeah, we got really lucky because thankfully I didn't have a car payment and I was only paying 650 in rent and I was able to find a roommate to cut it in half. And guess what? I was able to do things. Now, that's not the case. Yeah. And you're just like, oh my God, how hard, like, nobody realizes how bad it is until you have to do it. It's like, okay, this is what the rent is. And they're like, no, it's not. It's like, yeah, that's what the rent is now. And they're like, oh, shit. Yeah. Um, a lot of people were, talking about various aspects of stuff. And it's like, it's crazy. When I bought my house, I was making 42,000 a year. I did not have all the craziness that I had to go. You have to go through. Like my mom was talking about potentially buying a new house for them, her and dad, to downsize and have like master on main and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, they're about to be in for the biggest rude awakening. Man, they have to go buy a house and look at all the rigmarole that they have to go through. Yeah, like what equity do you have to have in order to buy a house? They own a house that they are going to sell free and clear and make profit on, more than likely. But it's still not enough to put a down payment down on a house. Dad has a 379 Peterbilt and a secondary property that they own. Still not enough. And it's in a dying area too. So I like that. That's true. But yeah, it's not an easy task anymore. Like even if I wanted to buy a new house today and downsize or change it up, I would have challenges as a single income. Yeah, I want it to be Friday as well. Tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow I get to log in the morning and see what emails accumulated while I was not working today. Tomorrow is, in fact, Thursday. Thursday, we have trash day. Thursday night, I have to get the trash out. I have to clean the cat pan out. I have to clean all the water bottles or all the water things. I want to try to get my ReaperCon stuff primed and go from there. I want to so if I have no email that says we have NTP on something, I'd be like, okay, well, we're having another PTO day because I am not sitting around at the computer all day waiting for shit to roll in. Have fun building the weapons. I like this one a little bit better. And that's what we're going to do with the rest of it. I'm going to do that now before I finish this guy. Scrambled eggs, bacon, hash browns, the dinner of champions. Sounds delicious, Color Bloom. Sounds delicious. Yay! So you have the 16th, and then you have essentially the rest of the year, and you get to take off after that. Yay. Congratulations, Mama. That sounds like a great day. Spotty! How is the spottiest of sharks? Awake with coffee. Delicious. What kind of coffee do you have? Are you a Bones coffee, Death Wish coffee, whatever's in the cabinet coffee? Ice break. Interesting. Kelly Blum has a cold brew? Imagine that. Yes. Is my day complete now that they have cold brew? Yes. Yeah, okay. Okay. Not exactly like the artwork, but that's still very much well. Sorry. Biscuit. Yeah. I've seen police posts that had drugs on it, and the number one comment was, "Are these still available?" So, yeah. Uh, you are correct. It is heresy. However, Mama's Mama's caring for two, so We have to blame Papa Nurgle for this one. Was this a recent joke, by the way, Tiny Big Wars, or an old one? Because I've seen it before. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you gotta be careful when you're dealing with those mini Snowdens, eh? The heresy. Yeah. I don't want to get Nurgle's wrath. So. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Sharp. There. I think I'm going to run the ads a little bit early. I'm going to mute myself and run the hairdryer really quick. I will see you all in 3 minutes. And welcome back. That is sufficiently dried. So it looks like Pro is getting into the Montrose market. Interesting. There we go. I have two out of place. Oh, well, they could be in the backyard, background anyway. How you doing tonight, Tiny? Unless I saw your post about the new faction coming. Look forward to it. I need to get another game scheduled. This one. Now that we know what we're doing. Should go much faster. Sorry, kiddo. What? What? Oh, no, sorry, kiddo. Oh, nothing outside my normal, just ramblings. So, I mean, dinner's always lying. Lying. How many times can you have tacos and it not be a hit? I'm serious. Asking for a friend. I've only ever had one partner in my time that did not like tacos. Well, they didn't like Mexican. I'm pretty sure if I made them tacos, it would have been a different story. But I, in fact, did not make them tacos. So. Well, everybody has a preference and a taste. They're allowed it. To be fair, I wasn't cooking for them a whole lot, so. They would tolerate it. I corrected it and said Mexican. Now, if it was just straight tacos and it being something that you made individually, it would be different, right? Well, yeah, but still, it's nice to know that someone's going for seconds. Now, they would go and eat Mexican with me. However, if it was actual street tacos, it would have been a different story. Because street tacos slap just a little different. Yeah. I mean, I get my Instapot this week on Friday, so I get to make taco. I get to make beans and have it with tacos. Get to mix up my lunch bowls a little bit and do uh, rice, beans, and a protein. Try to cut down on protein a little bit and make them a little bit more filling. So. See, that's how I. So I grew up eating an American version of a taco where my mom would get taco meat, tomatoes, cheese, and essentially fry the tortilla and like cook them all there, and they were really stiff. It wasn't until I moved out that I realized, oh, yeah, something. Oh no. I'm sorry that she was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Thank you for that stretch, Habulus, guys. Yeah, I like that a lot better than this other guy. Not enough contrast in it. Okay. We're good the way it is. And I might be able to knock all three of them. I might be able to knock all six of these out tonight. Granted, I'm not going super hard on them, but at the same time, it's kind of a nice W. Means I can do some Batman next time or something, or do one of those characters. Before we go back to the Elden Ring figure. Or I can prime up the claptraps. Another batch of claptraps. Since I'm close to running the airbrush anyway. Yeah. I finally broke down and decided to buy an Instapot. Primarily so I could make beans and have an easier way to meal prep rice. I just hadn't. I was going to go buy one from Costco. They didn't have it. I told that story. So I ended up just going to Amazon. Carne asada, lettuce, tomato, and cheese. Charro beans. Yeah. That's, all you need. I usually just do meat, cheese, and a hot sauce. Whatever I'm fancy. Or you just use the salsa that I'm eating. But, yeah. Because I want to do beans, so when I do my rice bowls, I can swap in some of the beans instead of using all protein. Right? I can do a cup of rice. I can do half a cup of that, half a cup of beans, and then half a cup of like protein, whatever I fancy at the time, for a lunch meal. And it'll be good. Essentially, I'm making my own Chipotle taco bowl. Yeah. Good thing they shove protein in everything. But I want to up the fiber intake as well. And the rice, the lentils, and the quinoa is great, but at the same time, I feel like I could do it just a smidge better. And if I mix in beans, it would help. Also, it would be a really filling lunch. And that's an important thing. Uh, have you tried switching out the brand of bread to like Dave's Totally Awesome bread? I believe it's a little bit easier on the carb count. The problem is it's a crap ton more expensive. Yeah. That sucks. Dave's Totally Awesome bread is not awesome to because I was doing pulled pork. I got the hamburger buns this weekend. I was like, oh, okay. Or they're his buns this weekend. For this week. Ah! Since I smoked the pork shoulders, which I saved in 2 half-cup portions so I can thaw whenever I want, and have pulled pork, I was like, let me get the hamburger. And I'm like, cool. How do I eat 8 hamburger buns? So it's not half a slice of bread. Nailed it. Yeah, it's good on fiber. It's it's a bit of a healthier option. It had, I know. So it was Joshua Weissman was talking about it. They that brand tends to be good on the macros for weight loss and dieting. The problem is it's just expensive as all get out. Well, 10 carbs somewhere max. Okay. What if, hear me out, you swapped over to carb smart tortillas? Keto, 3 carbs per, wow. Now, is it 3 net carbs or just 3 carbs in general? Oh. So, 10 grams per slice. Okay. That's one thing that's never made sense to me in the world is it's net carbs. I'm like, okay, explain to me how this is different than something else, please. Eggs and cheese in the waffle cooker. Have you guys seen the plant slant on YouTube? Oh god, gluten free is stupid expensive. Um, Someone was tagging him in a bunch of waffle making videos, and they were trying to figure out how this person made it because they took a Yukon Gold um, and smashed it down in a waffle maker and got like a potato waffle at the end. Gluten free. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. It's terrible because it's rough as all get out. Also, that would explain why Mama Lion doesn't like pizza because it's all carbs and, well, it would be a plausible excuse. Let me say that. Yeah, I don't like that trend. Yeah, yeah. I mean, using cheese as a tortilla is nothing new. I mean, parm crisps have existed for a while, so I can see that being an okay thing. Yeah, I still see the chips at the grocery store. I just don't care for them, to be honest with you. I mean, my cheats pizza. For my dad. I've started swapping up the Mighty Lentil snack rings and the baked snap pea thing, or back baked. Painter, can you find your words, please? No. To substitute chips and salsa, I've swapped over to either Crunchmasters or Harvest Snap peas and the Mighty Lentil onion ring thing. So they make a snack that's called they take lentils and they essentially make onion rings with them, which are tasty in their own right. And then they made a baked pea thing, which are tasty as well. They're a nice little snack, or they're nice to have for that crunchy aspect of it. So you can still have like chips and salsa, and you just kind of I dip the peas in the salsa and use that instead of like tortilla chips. And then, or I use like the Crunchmaster seed cracker things that they make, which is essentially flattened cracker and baked. It's been pretty good. It's definitely sated the need for chips when I have tacos. It is not the same, but it is definitely a little bit easier to stomach. For me, anyway. Because the best part of tacos is the chips and salsa. On top of the tacos themselves, right? Like, the two of them together are a great time. You get chips and salsa with your tacos. Good time. No. What do you mean? Oh, no. Cheap. I'm lactose intolerant. Cheese makes me not happy. Sometimes. But nachos aren't bad either. I like nachos. Yeah, it is. Especially once you cook it. And once you cook it, it's actually a lot better. It's okay for most lactose people. Well, so I've been snobbing out a little bit, and I tend to buy the block cheese anyway. Because when I go to make tacos, I will go by the cheese section and see what blocks cheese. I'll add one, Lion. I'll add one. We'll make it a monthly giveaway to something. A monthly donation to something. I'll add that to my list. Where'd my note? I have to write down the spelling mistake's name. Oh my god. You'll start. Should be good for the day. Let's be clear. It's only during stream time, all right? I can't swear at work. I'm going to have a bad day. Though, it would help with the day to be the positive force. Blinded by the light. Something about a goose. Oh, the Tired Actor had a good one recently. They posted something and they were crying a little bit and they go, that was the police. The silly goose police. They need you to turn yourself in. You know what you did. Excuse me. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior emo music? All right. So, kind of like the way the last four turned out rather than the first two. This one's just too pretty. I need to wash it and get it to come down. I think the same thing on this guy too. Just there are a lot of too bright for my taste. Like this one's probably more fine, but I can see it and it bothers me. Like you can see it clearly. Like I need this to be darker. I need you to be darker. So can I do that? I missed your toenails altogether. Don't listen to the goth kid. Oh my god. So every so often, my crazy MCR angel reads into me. MCR stands for My Chemical Romance, and anytime that I run across something that's referencing them, I tend to link it in their Discord. So you may get a message from me tonight, Lion, that says the exact same thing that I was just talking about, just as an FYI. It's not just a phase, Mama Lion. Gosh. There we go. A little bit dark. Maybe a little bit more contrasting. Vito runs away. Bum, bum, ba, da, bum, bum, bum. She, I wasn't going to call her out like that, Lion. I know she's had a special upbringing, and she hasn't seen all of the movie references, but I was going to give her the benefit of the doubt that she did know what that one was. You need a brief. Which Naruto? Okay, I got this. I got this, Mama. I got this. So it all starts with the boy that goes to a village. And in the village, he wants to become the world's best ninja for the Leaf Clan, not knowing that he's demonically possessed by some. Look, I'm making it up because I've only ever really watched like the first half of the first season. And after that, I couldn't tell you jack about it. I never got into it. Like I gave it a try. There's parts, so like at the time it was one of the big three. And I mean it was rightfully so up there. I mean a lot of people had high hopes for it. It wasn't a bad root anime. It's just sometimes it was slow and the power training arcs weren't quite there. And I think they had pacing issues and scaling issues and just didn't quite jive out at the end. Yeah, it was not one of my favorites either. The only thing I'm missing right now from Hulu is the 1,000 Year War for Bleach. What's up, Shiny Mew? How are you? Don't watch the time I got reincarnated as a vending machine. I saw it in a couple of Discords. It looks pretty. Looks good. Looks like you were trying to get some contrast in it. Looks good. We've just been working on these little Skag puppies. I think they're kind of on the done. I really wasn't feeling them. But I managed to get them done, so. I started blacklining these guys, these little puppers, and then abandoned that idea and switched over to speed paint. To help speed up so I could paint all of them tonight. 2, 4, 6. Didn't mean to speed run them, but I ended up speed running them. But we can give them a black rim, toss them in the dun bin, and move on to the next. Because it's just, they're so small when you're trying to like get all the detail in there for the Skags. So, and they're fodder units, so they're not meant to last when they're on the table anyway. It's like, oh, well, I don't really care anymore. What? What do you mean, what? Don't make me... I'll tell you what, boy. Don't make me shake this paint any harder. Huh? Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh, they're Skag pups. They're really small and not interesting at all. It's kind of why they got speed ran like they did. I'm just like, I'm not really feeling them. The larger units from the encounter will be different. Give me 1 second. When these guys get painted, it'll be a lot more interesting, just because the sheer size of them will be easier to paint up. And then when we paint the big guy from it, it'll be much different. Or we can paint the ones that look like acid spitters. Or this guy that wants to just like puke at you. It's they were the smallest and most annoying to paint. I'm like, I will do them first. They kind of look like that at the end of the day. Oh, just a smidge early tonight. But we'll get to our full 10 minutes. Be kind of weird. Friday night's going to be a little bit more free paint. Assuming I don't get my Reaper Con stuff ready. Bum, oh, crap. Putting some bases here. Good heavens. Hey, Darth Rosie, how are you? Are you having a good day? I did make myself some meatloaf, and I forgot to tell you about it. Oh my. Made myself some little mini meatloaves. It was nice. Yeah, that was good. It was good meatloaf. It went out of sight, out of mind. Oh, Darth Rosie, I don't know if you've ever heard my spiel. Have you heard? Tiny Big Wars used to be known as Epic Cheese TV. I forgot that it was Tiny something or another. Really? Oh, that's 2 quarters right there. We're at 2 quarters today. 2 quarters. Oh, really? He liked Epic Cheese TV and you upset your son when you changed it? Ah. So what did we learn? I mean, you might as well. You just rebranded everything for it, so. Oh, that's sweet. A video of you two opening Minecraft packs together? Mm. All right. They are not my best paint job, but they are painted. And Skag's at the gate. Pups. It was a 3-hour speed run. I think we'll do claptraps next again from the Robot Revolution, just so I can annoy Brush for Hire with them. Okay. Now, where shall we go read? Hmm. 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 Should we go read? Let's go raid my supposed voice twin of unexpected painting. I would like to say thank you, everybody, for being here. We'll do it again on Friday night. What we'll be painting on Friday? The Fall Archer, by the way, if you guys have not seen it yet. She is awaiting her varnish. And I really like how that turned out. Not overly crazy about this piece right here. But it I think she's a masterpiece of happiness. So let's go say hello to our friend Pun. Have a great night. Have a great Thursday. Have an amazing Friday, and we will see you again for something we'll paint. I don't know what. Maybe ReaperCon? Maybe we'll just pick a random piece off the shelf and go, that's it. See ya.